Okay, this is the video essay questions 2, bones. The first question was, your x-ray exam reveals that you have fractured your fibula. Your physician remarks that it's better than breaking your tibia. Explain why a fracture of the tibia could be worse than a fracture of the fibula. Well, a fracture of the tibia would be worse because the tibia is a bigger, much bigger, thicker bone. So it would be longer for that bone to heal, and it is also the main weight-bearing bone in the lower leg. The second question reads, an individual with very low levels of vitamin D presents themselves to you complaining of seemingly fragile bones. Explain how these might be connected. So vitamin D is very important because it helps our bodies to absorb the calcium that it needs to build and maintain strong bones. Therefore, a lack of vitamin D contributes directly to a softening of the bones, which is, it's more fragile and brittle. In some cases, if the vitamin D levels are low enough for long enough periods of time, we see things like rickets or osteoporosis. The final question reads, during the early years of space exploration, our astronauts who had been floating in space would return to Earth showing significant bone loss dependent on how long they were in space. Discuss how this might happen and what could be done to alleviate this condition. So the reason this happens is that our bone structure is developed and corresponds to the stress of our environment, or the force that our gravity enacts upon us. So the weight of that force is significantly less in space. So our bones don't need to be as strong in space. So they become less dense and decrease in mass. And let's see, what could be done to alleviate this condition? So kind of to counteract or to mitigate the losses of density and mass and bone, the astronauts could increase their intake of certain vitamins and calcium, vitamin D, protein, these things that all contribute to maintaining bone strength and having healthier bones.